Hey YouTube, Slump Pantheist here. Never really got on a whole lot lately. I had the review for the movie, and that was pretty much it. I've been having to prepare for speech for my speech class in college. Not very fun. But today I want to talk about cover a little add-on to my Power of the Mind video. It's more so going to be about existence and examining the self. Basically how we are sort of confined to our own vantage point of existence. Now, in ways like a dog, when he barks, to him or her or whatever, is that bark signifies something, but to us it's just noise. It just signifies a dog barking. But I wanted to, because I've been looking at my videos and I haven't really, in terms of what I wanted to convey out of them, I've kind of noticed that they're not really on track of what I was hoping they would be. But anyway, one of the points I want to make is how every emotion that you feel towards something is caused by you. Okay, take for instance somebody who's afraid of the dark. Okay, is the dark making you afraid, or are you making yourself afraid of the dark? Truthfully, it'd actually be you. You are responsible for that particular emotion. Okay, you fear the darkness, so you are responsible for that fear. So anyway, and a way to get over your fear, to conquer that fear, is you have to go, and explore what makes you fear this, or why are you fearing this. The most general explanation is the fact that it's our animal instincts that make us fear the night and the dark, because there could be an animal out there lurking around, or a predator just ready to get us. But when it comes to irrational fear, that's when you really need to understand, okay, are you fearing this because it's making you fear it, or are you making yourself fear this? Like in phobias. Okay, people who are afraid of spiders. Alright, there is a legitimate reason. Some spiders are poisonous. But when it becomes a phobia, when it's just a little spider that isn't really, poisonous or deadly or whatever, but you're still afraid of it, you should really examine yourself and understand that the fear is not coming from the spider being projected into you, but rather you are projecting the fear. Now, this sounds like elementary psychology, but if you really think about it, it's not. A lot of people they know this, but they don't realize that they are projecting the fear. Okay? Same with hate. You're projecting the hate. Half the time when you dislike someone or a particular group, or this could go for any group in particular, nationalists, racists, whatever, the hate that you have towards them is usually conjured up by your thoughts of how they have it better than you, and then you're thinking about, probably a person of that group, having the good life and living in luxury, and they're kind of rubbing it in your face. But you have to realize that person that's doing that is a reflection of yourself. Okay, it doesn't matter if the person's doing it's different race, different sex, different nationality that you're thinking of that keeps rubbing this in your face, that you're conjuring, maybe somebody in reality, but you're adding to it when you think about it. It's like, oh, well, he probably thinks this, or she probably thinks this, and this. And then you picture, thinking that or doing that. Well, that person you're picturing thinking that, doing that, it looks like that person, but it's actually a reflection of yourself. So in terms, you're making yourself hate that person. Okay, it's you that's doing it. They're not making you hate them. You are. And that's one of the little ironies of it all, is that every time you imagine, oh, the person from that religion is going to blow me up, and they're practicing, you imagine them practicing, that's really just you creating these people that just so happen to look like the people that you dislike, and, they're you. You're essentially creating people in your head to attack you. Now, you do this mainly because it's kind of like writing a scenario in your mind, or a simulation to get you prepared, when you fight. That's your animal instinct. Okay, but you have to realize that 90% of the time you're not ever going to use that. You're never going to need that. Half the time you can reason with somebody. Okay, anytime somebody says, well, this group has it better or that group has it better, and they start imagining all this crazy little whatever, oh, they must be doing this right now, or oh, they're taking this camera back to their people to show you we got these motherfuckers. Yeah, there's a video I saw where a guy was saying that. I'm not going to mention the group or whatever, but yeah, it's like he's conjuring up all these people, all these white people, and all these, Christians and all these other, groups. You're conjuring them all up in your head and projecting them, and you're basically making them worse than they actually are. You have to realize that you are that person that's doing it. Okay, anytime you imagine somebody hating you, you are that person that's doing it. Just like you are the fear that you feel towards anything, even if it is deadly, like a shark or whatever. That phobia you fear, that's you making yourself fear it. And from your natural instinct of self-preservation, you see something that you fear, the sharp teeth or whatever, the murky water or the nighttime or whatever. It's because you're fight for survival. Your mind's saying you can't survive this, so it tells you to fear it. Okay, but it's all coming from you. And like I said, when it's a phobia, especially if it's a phobia of something that you don't normally have around, like huge spiders or sharks or I don't know, whatever. It's you. It's mainly you, and in order to tame this, you have to really study yourself for your fears. Now, for your pleasures, it's the same thing. It's you. Every touch you feel, every sound you hear, every smell you smell, every taste you taste, every thing you see, it's you. It's actually being received as soon as it hits you, your eye or your nose or your skin. It goes to your brain and sends it back out. So technically this person, or your lover or whatever, is not necessarily making you feel this. They're just causing you to make yourself feel this. Feel this touch and smell this smell. So down to the bottom of it all is just basically it's all you. Okay, all your beliefs and everything holds true. Like I said, if there is a super being out there that created this world, there's several different names you could call it. You call it creator, you call it a god, you could call it a super being, you could call it just a generator. Each one of these words has an emotion, attachment, and a thought process behind it. Okay, if it's a god, you're more than likely going to bend your knees and pray to it, fear it, revere it. If it's a generator, it's like, yeah, it got the power to create and destroy me, but I don't give a crap. If it's a creator, it's like, okay, well, yeah, it created me, it could destroy me. I will give it love, I will not revere it. And as you can see, these words, even though they're made by us, they have certain connotations with them. They're attached to them. So therefore, by calling something a god, you're essentially giving it the power over you. Calling yourself a god is essentially giving yourself that power. And that's something that anybody can do. So technically, it's all up to you. It's not what anybody else thinks. It's not what this person thinks or this person feels or what that is up there, if there is anything up there. It's all how you want to look at it. Anyway, that's all for me. Have a good one, YouTube. I'll probably post a better one. Like I said, I'm a little tired and getting ready for a speech.